So while the onion's cooking, I'm just going to make my pot of tea that we're going to use as our stock. So just got some white tea leaves in here, and it's up to you how, just as strong as you normally drink it, it's probably a good starting place. So in the pot, and then for white tea and green tea, you want it to be a little bit less than boiling. So if you boil the kettle and let it sit for a minute or so, that's usually perfect. So lid on, and we'll just let that brew while our onion's cooking. It's been cooking for 10 minutes. And actually I should have stirred it a little bit more. So it's probably a little bit browner than I would normally have liked, but that's fine. I'll just give it a good stir now. And now we'll get our onion and garlic in. So I've just got 2 cloves of garlic, fairly large ones. I've just chopped coarsely because we're going to be pureeing it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be too fine. And then I've got some shiitake mushrooms that I've sliced and field mushrooms. So just whatever mushrooms you feel like you can get your hands on. You want about 500 grams, so that's about more than a pound. So we're just going to cook, bring the heat up to medium, and just going to kind of saute or cook the mushrooms till they start to brown and soften a little bit before we get our stock in, and this will also allows the garlic to cook, so just give them a couple of minutes cooking and stirring fairly frequently. Okay, so mushrooms they've started to cook down. They're starting to stick a little bit on the bottom, so you could brown them further if you wanted to have kind of deepen the flavour, but I'm happy with that. So we'll get our tea in. So we want just 3 cups. So you can see the colour is really lovely and pale. 3. Great. So then we just want to, I'll get that up to a high heat, and we want to now just simmer until the mushrooms are tender. Okay, so when the soup's been simmering for about 5 minutes and the mushrooms are tender, we're just going to puree it. And you could serve it as a chunky soup like that if you like, but I think it's a bit nicer with a little bit, if you puree it a little bit. So just big generous dollop of salt, because we haven't used any stock here, so I'm not getting any salt from kind of any other area. And I think mushrooms and pepper are just a match made in heaven, so we'll be generous with our pepper. And then I've just got a stick blender, so we'll just get that in. Okay, that's going to do for me. I think I'll leave it, just a few chunks, and then we'll just taste and season, and I'm going to serve with a big dollop of natural yogurt.